Hey, welcome back. So, something just broke, and I need to talk to you about it right now because today is actually one of the most important days we've had in a while. Bitcoin just broke below the $77,300 liquidity zone. That level had been holding as support. It's gone, and on top of that, today is the last day of April, the monthly close. If Bitcoin can't reclaim 77,500 before midnight tonight, we lose what would have been the best monthly candle since fourth quarter 2024. Just like that. I'm going to show you exactly what broke, why it broke, and what the two scenarios are from here. Because this isn't the time to panic, but it's the time to prepare. Let's get into it. And there's a signal in the on-chain data right now that tells you whether this is a real breakdown or just a shakeout. I'll show you that in a minute because it changes everything. Okay, the chart. Let me show you exactly what happened. So right here, this is the break. $77,300 was a key liquidity zone. It had been holding as support and it just gave away. In plain terms, the buyer that were defending that level have stepped back, and now the same level flips to resistance on the way back up. This matters even more today because of the monthly close. Bitcoin opened April around $63,000. It ran all the way to $79,321, and now it's at $76,096 heading into the close. We need $77,500 to confirm the best monthly candle since fourth quarter 2024. Right now, we are $1,400 below that with 4 hours left in the month. The RSI is sitting at 45 to 50. Momentum has cooled off, not crashing, but clearly not longer pushing higher. The double bottom at 73,000 is still technically valid, but it needs a recovery above $77,300 to look credible. The next real support below us is 74,500 to 75,500. That's where over $130 million in long positions are clustered on the liquidation heat map. If we drop there, those longs get wiped and it adds more selling pressure temporarily. That's the risk, but it's also a zone I'd be adding in. Now, here's the thing. Is this a real breakdown or a shakeout before the next move? The on-chain data has a very specific answer, and let me show you. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're not set up yet, now is literally the time. Whether this is a breakdown or a shakeout, you want to be positioned to act. I use Bitunix, no KYC, deposit takes 2 minutes, link is in the description and pinned in the comments. Do it now, not when the price is already moving. So here's a question everyone is asking right now. Is this a real breakdown or just a shakeout before the next leg higher? Let me give you the honest picture on both sides. The Coinbase Premium Index just turned negative for the first time in 3 weeks. This tells you US spot demand is weakening. The last time it was this negative, Bitcoin was near 67,000 and it's been negative for 48 straight hours. This isn't a one candle blip. Weekly realized losses hit $829 million against only $566 million in profits. The market is net negative and only 64% of Bitcoin supply is currently in profit. Historically, that level hasn't been enough to sustain a move higher without a reset first. And oil is back at $100 a barrel. The Strait of Hormuz is still blocked. Trump posted that Iran is in a state of collapse, but gave no timeline on any resolution. Bitcoin dropped below $76,000 alongside stocks when US market opened. That oil to Bitcoin correlation is fully alive. Now, the case that this is a shakeout. The Binance cumulative net taker volume, which measures whether sell orders are dominating buy orders, just hit levels last seen on March 29th. Now, what happened after March 29th? Bitcoin recovered 15% over the next 30 days. Crypto analyst Amar Taha described the current setup as a closer to a short-term capitulation than a larger trend breakdown. And then there's strategy. Bitwise CEO Matt Hougan confirmed this week that strategy has been the single biggest driver of this entire rally. $7.2 billion in Bitcoin bought over 8 weeks, nearly double what all the ETFs combined put in. And he said the buying will continue because of the STRC, their preferred stock paying 11.5% yield with billions more in capital expected to flow through it. So here's my honest read. The warning signals are real, but the structural buyer strategy hasn't gone anywhere. And the sell pressure is near exhaustion levels, not escalation levels. This looks more like a shakeout than a breakdown, but I want to be clear. If 74,500 breaks, I reassess. And here's what actually happens next. I want to give you two very specific scenarios with exact levels so you know exactly what to do in each one. And before I give you the scenarios, if you want to act on either of them, Bitunix is where I do it. No KYC, deposit is quick, link is in the description and pinned in the comments. The time to set up is now, not when the level breaks. Alright, here are two scenarios, clear and simple, no guessing. Scenario 1, the recovery. Bitcoin reclaimed $77,300 before the monthly close tonight. We close April above $77,500. That confirms the best monthly candle since fourth quarter 2024. The break we saw today becomes a fake out, a shakeout of weak hands before the next leg, and the path toward 82,000 reopens. Scenario 2, the breakdown continues. We fail to reclaim $77,300 tonight. Monthly close comes in below $77,500. Selling pressure builds into May. We drop towards $74,500 to $75,500, where $130 million in longs get liquidated and temporarily add more selling. That zone is where I start adding, and if we get a deeper flush towards 72,000, that's where my main dry powder goes. Either way, I have a plan, and having a plan is the only thing that keeps you from making the worst possible decision, which is panic selling at 74,500 right into the demand zone. My current position, I'm holding everything, not adding right here at $76,096. I want to see which scenario plays out first. Recovery above 77,300, I add. Drop to 74,500, I add more. And I'm watching the monthly close tonight like a hawk. And the bigger picture hasn't changed. MVRV at 0.72 still undervalued. 200-week EMA at 68k solid floor. ETF AUM still above $100 billion. This is noise around a structure that is still intact. Base case, reclaim 77,300 tonight. Monthly close above 77,500. Shakeout confirmed. Path to 82k reopens in May. Risk case, on the other hand, close below 77,300. Pull back to 74,500 to 75,500. Add there. Deeper flush to 72k. Add more. The number tonight, 77,300. If it reclaims, everything changes. Watch the close tonight. I'll be watching it too. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.